Welcome back everybody, Red Skull and Fridolin back at it again with a new Chivalry 2 video for you guys. This time we're gonna rank all the maps Chivalry 2 has from worst to best. This is completely my opinion, so if your opinion differs in some parts, feel free to comment down below. Tell me what maps you like, what maps you don't like, and maybe even tell me what you would change about the maps you don't like at all, right? If you like the video, leave a like. Subscribe to the channel to get notified once a new video goes live. Hop over to Twitch, right? Because we're switching over to Twitch for the live streams now. 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So go to the description, hop over to Twitch, follow me there to get notified once I go live. You'll actually not regret it, I promise, right? All right, let's start it out. In the F tier, the worst map in the game so far is, in my opinion, the Fall of Lionspire. Why is that? The objectives are very boring to play. There's not much variety in the objectives. I only like the very first and the second to last objective, the bridge fight. But the bridge fight kinda suffers under the very bad performance the game has recently. So not even that is really fun anymore. All the other city maps we have, like Rudhelm and Coxwell, feel way more fleshed out. And I just like them more. I don't like the art style and the layout of the city of Lionspire. I actually dodge most of the Lionspire matches I get when I play TO. In the C tier, we've got Wardenglade. Why is Wardenglade in the C tier? Well, it's just a flat map actually. There's not really much to it. The spawns are awful. Archers can still shoot across the whole map, stand and spawn the whole game and shoot over the whole field, headshot you from like 150 meters or whatever. It's just, yeah, it's a C map. It's kind of a meh map. I like the art style and the open field kind of battlefield style, but it's not really done well. All right, next up in the B tier, we've got Darkforest. What I have to say about Darkforest: the beginning is epic. The ambush on the carts and the caravan is very cool. It's nicely done. What destroys that bit kind of is the whole be locked into running in a straight line for like 10 seconds now that got added with one of the recent patches. That kind of makes this whole ambush thing kind of bad. Overall the map is very slow paced kind of. It's always push the cart, push all the carts, you know, and then you open the door and then you push the cart a little bit more. It's like all the objectives are basically the same aside from the last one. The last one is, in my opinion, the worst VIP objective we have, just because the VIP doesn't really have any room to move about. If you go too far up in front of the throne, you get deserter, and if you go too far back or to the right corner, you can't go up there. It's like they could have just put the VIP in a wheelchair and let him sit there all day, because you really can't move as the VIP, and that's what kind of makes the last stage of this a bit awkward. And yeah, that's why Darkforest has gotta go in B tier. It's higher than Wardenglade and Lionspire because I like the art style more, and I really like the lot of Easter eggs on Darkforest, like the Death Graveyard and the cow and stuff, you know. Watch my Easter eggs videos if you want to know more about those. But overall, it's not that good of a map. Next up, we go into the A tier. And the first one in the A tier, so the worst of the A tier maps, is gotta go to Fighting Pit. Fighting Pit is actually, looks-wise, my favorite team deathmatch and free-for-all map. It's very awful in duels because of all the elevation and little bumps and stones and sticks and whatever everywhere. But I really like the gladiator-style arena of this map. I like the music. I like the spikes and the death traps everywhere. So I actually really like Fighting Pit, just not for duels. Moving on, what has to be or was my favorite map until one of the doomed patches arrived, and everybody that's been watching me for quite a while knows what patch I mean. It was, of course, the patch that removed my precious benchy. Coxwell had this glitch where a bench was sized down, and if you would sit on this bench, you would shrink down to like half the size of a normal model, and you would run around as like a little dwarf and be annoying and poke people in the legs and kick them in the shins, right? It was awesome. It was awesome. I don't know why they removed it. A lot of people cried about it because it's you know how to see when people are small. But there's way worse glitches and shit in the game still, and like all the fun ones get removed, right? So yeah, Coxwell. I really like the art style, the visuals of the map. I like all the audio cues you get from the houses and talking peasants and shit. The objectives are very varied, right? At first you burn down the field, then you've got to break in the door, then you've got to collect the gold. I really like the pillaging, the looting style, like take the gold to the cart. The second gold stage is a little bit meh. That's why it's not further up, right? It could be like push the cart to the keep or something, but it's just another collect the gold stage and don't even have to carry it. But I really love this Viking style, run in, burn down the village, pillage all the gold, and just GTA 4 again. It's like I really like Coxwell as a map. The last one in the A tier, actually, we've got Falmire. Falmire, I really like because of the varied objectives again, right? You pillage another city, kinda. You free the prisoners. Then we break the gates. Then we free some more prisoners. Then we fight for the bridge, break the gate, free the champion, and then we gotta go for the Hail Mary and run out into the harbor. I like the visuals, this gruesome, like kinda primitive style village there is, and limbs and bodies everywhere. The last stage is really what makes this map so great for me, especially since the balance changes to the map. It feels really good actually to play on Falmire now, if the champion doesn't bug out and not spawn at all. But most of my games actually on Falmire have been very enjoyable recently, and I really like the last objective of the map. Up to the S tier we go. We got 4 maps in S tier. The first one's Courtyard. Courtyard has a really cool beginning. I really like this betrayal thing going on and people letting in the masons and getting murdered anyway, even though they help. Easter eggs are very cool, like the ring toss and the snoo Easter egg. There's a lot of cool places on the map for like cinematic fights, like up at the on the balcony or right in the middle or in the dungeons. The sound effects weapons have in the dungeon, like it's so amazing, dude. When you hit the ground with a maul, it's like bonk. It's so good on Courtyard. The optimization is bad, but overall I really like the map. It has like some flat surfaces, it has stairs, it has like some elevation, and it actually has everything, right? Next up, we gotta go to Galencourt as our second S tier map. It's so beautiful if you get your gamma setting right, because if your gamma setting's off, everything's gonna be white as fuck and you're not gonna see shit. But once you got that sorted, Galencourt is such a great map. The objectives are so varied. There's pushing, there's holding, there's destroying, there's delivering, a VIP stage at the end where you still have to destroy the thing through the VIPs, and it's like Galencourt is so good. They were kind of lazy on the Easter eggs on Galencourt. Overall, it's such a great map. They really did good with it. And our second to last map we gotta talk about today is the Siege of Rudhelm. Why do I rate the Siege of Rudhelm so far up, you might ask? Well, I really like the setting, the layout of the town, the visuals. It has this, especially the beginning stage of the Siege of Rudhelm, has this Helm's Deep, Lord of the Rings kind of feeling to it. Just massive armies crashing into each other, pushing the siege towers up to the walls. The feeling you get is amazing on Rudhelm. I really like it. And it's one of the OG beta maps as well. So what could we get, right? There's so many alleyways. You can line of sight and flank and have little skirmishes inside while pushing the thing. And I really like the Siege of Rudhelm as a map. Right, and our last map, best map in the game. Why? Because we're sweaty duelists, right? And Tournament Grounds has been our home for the last, what, 500 hours on the duel servers until they implemented map rotation to those, but whatever. Tournament Grounds is home. It's basically the perfect map for sweaty duels. It's completely flat. There's no elevation whatsoever. There's quite a few nice barricade climb things you can do, right? The Easter eggs are cool, the golden rooster and the cow back in the tent, and like it's just Tournament Grounds is home. All right, now we're done with the tier list for the day, boys. Tell me if you like the list. What would you switch around? What changes would you do for your own map tier list? Maybe make one yourself and post the link or the picture in the Big Bonk Theory Discord. You can join that down in the description down below. It's our Discord for this channel where you can get chivalry help, find people to play with, post pictures of your cats, whatever you like, right? Just be nice and have awesome conversations with awesome people. I have been Red Skull. This has been Fridolin. Remember to sub to the channel. You will not regret it, right? Hop over to Twitch, follow me there. Be there for the next live stream. I'm out for now. Good night.